Hey everyone, welcome back to the DreamSoft Technologies Canada podcast. I'm Alicia Anderson, and today we have an absolutely incredible episode for you. If you've ever felt like your brain just isn't firing on all cylinders, if you're struggling with focus, forgetting things constantly, or feeling that afternoon mental fog, this episode is going to change everything for you. I'm joined by Dr. James Hartley from the University of Alberta in Edmonton, one of Canada's leading neuroscience researchers. Dr. Hartley, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Alicia. I'm excited to be here.
So, Dr. Hartley, let me start with something bold you said before we started recording. You told me that most people's brains aren't failing them, they're failing their brains. What do you mean by that?
Exactly that, Alicia. Listen, here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Mental decline isn't inevitable. It's optional. Every single day, we're making choices that either sharpen our minds or let them rust. And the research is crystal clear. Simple daily habits backed by neuroscience can transform your focus, supercharge your memory, and keep your brain razor sharp for decades.
No pills, no expensive gadgets?
None. Just 20 science-backed, non-negotiable habits that high performers use every single day. And we're going to break down all of them in the next 30 minutes.
Before we dive in, if you're getting value from this podcast, and trust me, you will, hit that subscribe button for DreamSoft Technologies Canada. We release game-changing content like this every single week on brain optimization, productivity, and peak performance. All right, Dr. Hartley, let's start with habit number 1. And I have to say, this one surprised me. Your brain is begging for water. Most of us are walking around dehydrated and wondering why we can't think straight. Dr. Hartley, break this down for us.
Alicia, dehydration kills focus faster than sleep deprivation. Even just 2% dehydration, which most people don't even notice, impairs cognitive function, slows reaction time, and destroys short-term memory. Your brain is 75% water. Think about that. 3/4 water.
So when people say they have brain fog in the afternoon,
they're probably just thirsty. Here's a real example. I worked with a CEO who doubled his water intake based on his body weight. Not the old 8 glasses myth, but actual calculated hydration. Within 2 weeks, he reported 40% better focus during meetings and 0 afternoon crashes.
Wait, so the 8 glasses a day rule is wrong?
It's oversimplified. You need to drink based on your body weight and activity level. Track your intake, make it visible, make it non-negotiable. Hydration is foundation, not optional.
I love that. Hydration is foundation, not optional. Okay, so before we move to habit 2, let me ask, what's one simple way someone listening right now can start?
Get a water bottle with time markers on it. Gamify your hydration. Your brain will thank you within 48 hours.
Perfect. And speaking of things your brain needs every single day, sleep. This is habit number 2. And Dr. Hartley, you call sleep the brain's reset button.
That's exactly what it is, Alicia. Sleep is not rest, it's repair. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep consolidates memory, clears brain toxins through the glymphatic system, and restores cognitive function. Skipping sleep doesn't make you productive, it makes you stupid.
Wow, that's direct.
Because the research is direct. Studies show sleep-deprived individuals perform as poorly as legally drunk drivers. You're not winning by sleeping less, you're losing by degrees.
I know so many entrepreneurs and professionals who brag about sleeping 4 or 5 hours. They think it's a badge of honor.
It's a badge of cognitive decline. I consulted with a surgeon who was making small errors in the OR. We fixed his sleep routine. Same bedtime, same wake time, non-negotiable. Within a month, his medical errors dropped by 30%, and he reported sharper decision-making across the board.
That's incredible. So consistency beats intensity?
Always. Your brain doesn't negotiate with excuses. Give it the 7 to 9 hours or accept diminished returns on everything else you do. Sleep is the ultimate performance multiplier.
If you're listening to this and thinking, I need to fix my sleep, drop a comment below and let us know what's stopping you. And if this content is valuable, make sure you're subscribed to DreamSoft Technologies Canada. We're building a community of high performers right here in Canada and around the world. All right, Dr. Hartley, let's talk about habit 3, because this one affects everything. Movement. You say move your body or lose your mind. That sounds dramatic.
It's accurate, Alicia. Exercise increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, the protein that literally grows new brain cells and strengthens neural connections. Sitting is brain poison, Alicia. Movement is brain fertilizer.
Even if it's just walking.
Especially walking. Even 20 minutes of walking boosts cognitive function for hours. You're not too busy to move. You're too busy because you don't move. Motion creates clarity.
I love that phrase. Motion creates clarity. Can you give us a real-world example?
Sure. A writer came to me struggling with focus and creative blocks. I had him do 30-minute morning walks. Nothing intense, just walking. Within 2 weeks, his productivity tripled. The body is the mind's vehicle. Maintain it or break down.
What about the type of exercise? Does it matter?
Great question. Cardio improves memory. Strength training boosts executive function, your decision-making, planning, problem-solving. But consistency beats perfection. Do something every single day. No movement, no sharpness. No excuses, only results.
Okay, so we've covered hydration, sleep, movement. Now let's talk about what you're putting into your body. Habit 4 is all about nutrition. And Dr. Hartley, you say you need to feed your brain or starve your future.
Your brain runs on glucose, but here's the problem. Sugar crashes destroy focus. Processed foods, refined sugars, junk carbs, they create mental fog, mood swings, and memory lapses. You are what you eat, and your brain pays the price first.
So what should people be eating?
Omega-3s, antioxidants, whole foods. The Mediterranean diet reduces Alzheimer's risk by 53%. That's not theory, Alicia. That's data. Fatty fish, nuts, leafy greens, berries, these build neural pathways and protect cognitive function.
53%? That's massive.
It is. I worked with a tech executive who eliminated processed foods and added these brain foods to his diet. Within 30 days, his focus was sharper, his memory recall improved dramatically. Food is medicine or poison. Choose wisely.
Nutrition is brain fuel, not comfort. I'm stealing that one.
Please do. Every meal is either building your brain or breaking it down. Stop eating for taste and start eating for performance. Your mental clarity depends on it.
This is gold. If you're taking notes, and you should be, these first 4 habits are what I call the foundation 4. Hydration, sleep, movement, nutrition. You can't hack what you won't honor. Now, before we get into the next 5 habits, I want to remind you to subscribe to DreamSoft Technologies Canada. We're bringing you cutting-edge content on brain optimization, productivity hacks, and personal development. Dr. Hartley, let's talk about focus, because in today's world, everyone is distracted. Habit 5 is about deep work.
Alicia, multitasking is a myth. Your brain cannot focus on 2 complex tasks simultaneously. Every time you switch tasks, you lose 23 minutes of productivity.
23 minutes? That's huge.
And most people are switching tasks dozens of times per day. Shallow work creates the illusion of productivity, but deep work creates actual results. Stop glorifying busy and start protecting focus.
So what's the solution?
Schedule 90-minute deep work blocks. Phone off, door closed, mind fully engaged. A software developer I worked with implemented deep work mornings and finished projects 3 times faster with half the mental exhaustion.
Flow states, right?
Exactly. Flow states require uninterrupted time. Defend them fiercely. Focus is a muscle. Train it or lose it. Every distraction weakens your ability to concentrate. Every deep work session strengthens it. You can't sharpen your brain while scattering your attention.
Choose depth over distraction. Okay, so we've talked about protecting your focus externally, but what about internally? Habit 6 is about meditation and stillness. Dr. Hartley, I know some people roll their eyes at meditation. What do you say to them?
I say this isn't woo-woo, this is neuroscience. Meditation increases gray matter density in areas responsible for memory, learning, and emotional regulation. Just 10 minutes daily reduces stress hormones, improves attention span, and enhances cognitive flexibility.
So it's measurable brain changes?
Absolutely measurable. The world demands your attention constantly. Meditation teaches you to reclaim it. Start with 5 minutes of focused breathing. Progress to 20 minutes of mindfulness practice.
Do you have an example of someone this worked for?
A lawyer came to me plagued by anxiety and brain fog. She started meditating every morning, just 10 minutes. Within 60 days, her mental clarity and decision-making improved so dramatically that her colleagues noticed. Stillness isn't weakness, it's strength.
Stillness sharpens the edge. Beautiful. You can't hear your thoughts in constant noise, right?
Exactly. You can't access your best thinking in perpetual chaos. Meditation isn't escaping, it's optimizing. Make it daily, make it sacred.
All right, we're halfway through, and if you're still with us, you're serious about upgrading your brain. Make sure you subscribe to DreamSoft Technologies Canada. We're bringing you cutting-edge content on brain optimization, productivity hacks, and personal development. Now, Dr. Hartley, Habit 7 is fascinating because it challenges the idea that our brains stop growing as we age. Learn something new or watch your brain shrink. Neuroplasticity. Explain this.
Neuroplasticity means your brain can grow at any age, but only if you challenge it. Learning a new language, instrument, or skill creates new neural pathways and strengthens cognitive reserve. Routine is brain death, Alicia. Novelty is brain growth.
So if you're not learning, you're declining.
Precisely. Dedicate 30 minutes daily to deliberate learning, reading, courses, skills that stretch your mind. I had a 55-year-old accountant start learning Spanish. Within months, he noticed improved memory, faster problem solving, sharper mental agility across all areas of his life.
At 55. So age really is just a number when it comes to brain growth.
Growth mindset isn't motivational, it's mandatory. Challenge equals change. Comfort zones are brain prisons. Break out daily. Learn relentlessly. Your cognitive future depends on today's intellectual effort.
What's something you're learning right now, Dr. Hartley?
I'm actually learning to play jazz piano. It's humbling, but every practice session, I can feel my brain working in new ways. That's the goal.
I love that. Okay, habit 8 might surprise people. It's not about what you do alone, it's about connection.
Social connection protects your brain. Isolation destroys it. Loneliness accelerates cognitive decline faster than smoking or obesity.
Faster than smoking? That's shocking.
The research is clear. Meaningful social interaction stimulates brain regions responsible for memory, emotional regulation, and executive function. Humans are social creatures. Your brain evolved for connection, not isolation.
But it's quality over quantity, right? Not just scrolling through social media.
Exactly. Deep conversations beat shallow small talk every time. A retiree I worked with joined a book club and volunteered weekly. He saw measurable improvements in memory tests and reported feeling mentally sharper than he had in years. Connection is medicine. Isolation is poison.
Connection is protection, so your relationships directly impact your brain health?
Absolutely. Prioritize people who challenge your thinking and support your growth. Invest in community or pay the cognitive cost.
This is so important, especially post-pandemic when so many people are still isolated. If you're watching this, reach out to someone today. Have a real conversation. Now, Dr. Hartley, habit 9 is about something we're all guilty of: digital overload.
Limit digital overload or lose your attention span forever. Strong words. The average person checks their phone 96 times per day. Each check fragments focus and rewires your brain for distraction. Dopamine hijacking through social media, notifications, infinite scrolling, it destroys deep thinking and shortens attention spans.
So our phones are literally training us to be mentally weak.
Yes, your phone is training you, not the other way around. Take back control. Implement phone-free hours. Disable non-essential notifications. Batch check messages.
A real-world example?
A marketing director deleted social media apps from her phone and implemented a no phone before noon rule. Within 2 weeks, her focus improved, creativity surged, anxiety dropped. Technology is a tool, not a master.
Exactly. Control your inputs or they'll control you. Every notification is a brain tax. Every scroll is a focus thief. Set boundaries or sacrifice your mental edge. The choice is yours, but the consequences aren't negotiable. Powerful stuff. And that brings us to habit 10, which ties everything together. Habit 10. Review, reflect, repeat. Your daily brain audit. Why is reflection so critical?
Daily reflection solidifies learning, identifies patterns, and optimizes future behavior. Spend 10 minutes every evening reviewing what worked, what didn't, what you'll do tomorrow. Reflection transforms experience into wisdom.
Without it,
You repeat mistakes instead of learning from them. Track your habits, journal your thoughts, measure your progress. What gets measured gets managed.
example?
An entrepreneur started daily evening reflections. Within 30 days, productivity gains, better decision-making, clearer strategic thinking. Self-awareness is the ultimate performance tool.
Awareness accelerates improvement. You can't optimize what you don't observe.
Exactly. Daily audits compound into yearly transformations. Review, reflect, repeat. Make it non-negotiable.
Dr. Hartley, we've covered so much ground. 20 habits. Let's bring this home. What's your final message to everyone listening?
Here's what you now know. Your brain's performance isn't luck, it's discipline, hydration, sleep, movement, nutrition, deep work, stillness, learning, connection, digital boundaries, daily reflection. These aren't suggestions, they're requirements.
20 daily habits, 20 non-negotiables, 20 choices between sharpness and decline. You've heard the science, you've seen the examples, you've been given the roadmap. So what's the one question that matters?
What will you do today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because every habit you skip, every shortcut you take, every excuse you make, that's your future cognitive decline in action.
High performers don't hope for mental clarity, they build it daily.
They protect their focus like their life depends on it. They invest in their brain before it's too late. So here's your challenge. Pick 3 habits from this podcast. Start them today. Track them for 30 days.
Watch your focus sharpen. Watch your memory improve. Watch your mental fog disappear.
Your brain is begging for you to take action. Stop ignoring it. Stop delaying. Stop accepting average mental performance. You deserve better.
Your future self is counting on today's choices. Make them count. This is your moment. Take it. Dr. James Hartley from the University of Alberta, thank you so much for being here. This has been absolutely transformative.
Thank you, Alicia. This was fantastic.
And to everyone listening, if you got value from this episode, you know what to do. Subscribe to DreamSoft Technologies Canada. Hit that notification bell. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below and tell us which 3 habits you're starting today. We're building a community of high performers right here, and we want you to be part of it. Until next time, stay sharp, stay focused, and remember, your brain is your most valuable asset. Treat it like one. This is Alicia Anderson for DreamSoft Technologies Canada. We'll see you in the next episode. Alicia Anderson, podcast host, health and wellness expert.